What's up, everybody? It's me, the Home Cook Hero, and I'm back with a new video for y'all. And today I am making the easiest pan-fried sea bass fillet with baby broccoli and cherry tomatoes. It's very, very light on your stomach, especially after the holidays. So y'all, if you're into it, let's go. Alright y'all, so now we are going to start everything off with seasoning the sea bass fillet. So I'm just using that Chef Prudhomme Seafood Magic, and I'm just going to generously season it on both sides. And I'm also going to season it with a little bit of fresh cracked black pepper, as well as some hot pepper flakes and a little pinch of salt. And then y'all, I'm just going to press it in. Make sure you kind of like really press it into the flesh a little bit so it doesn't kind of fall off when you're cooking it in the pan. And then after that, y'all, just going to do the same thing on the other side because you're eating both sides too. So you got to, make sure you season both sides of it, y'all. All right, y'all, so to my preheated skillet, I added in a little bit of olive oil, swirled it around the pan a little bit, and then pressed in that filet, and I did not touch it once I set it in the pan. And even though this is a non-stick pan, I like the flavor that olive oil and butter, as you see me putting in here, I like the flavor that it gives. And I also like the fact that it helps to prevent the fish from burning or really overcooking and drying out in the pan. So after about a minute or so on that side, a minute and a half, I flipped it over very gently just to make sure it wouldn't fall apart. And I just cooked it on the other side for the same amount of time, y'all. About a minute to a minute and a half. Because this sea bass is honestly kind of similar to catfish in my opinion. Just a little bit thinner and not as thick. But it's very, very meaty. The flesh is is tender, just like catfish. It's really like catfish light, honestly. That's what I think. So yeah, y'all, I cooked it all together for about 2.5 to 3 minutes in the skillet. Right now, I'm just drizzling over a little bit of fresh lemon juice, and I love the lemon juice at the very end because it really gives it a nice, fresh, citrusy kind of bite at the end, and it really cuts through that butter and that olive oil, and gives it like another dimension to the flavor. So y'all, the sea bass fillet is done. Alright, so just a quick little shot of all the ingredients I used in my baby broccoli and cherry tomatoes stir fried. So y'all, I am starting off with the baby broccoli. Baby broccoli is, I guess, obviously what it sounds like. It is a little more tender than the traditional broccoli, and it's a little, I guess, thinner, and the stalks are longer, and you can eat more of the stalks. I actually, kind of like eating the stalks. So as you'll see, I kind of just like cut them in half, and then I'm cutting all of the broccoli lengthwise, kind of like on a diagonal. Then y'all, I'm kind of just whizzing through this part, but I'm basically just slicing up some cherry tomatoes in half, about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup, however much you want, honestly. And after that, I'm going into my skillet, swirled in a little bit of butter, and then I'm just adding in all of that baby broccoli. So I want to let the baby broccoli cook for about a minute to 2 minutes, just to kind of let it soften up a little bit. And then y'all, after about a couple of minutes, I am going in with all of those cherry tomatoes. And I added in the cherry tomatoes at this step because I want these cherry tomatoes in this dish to kind of like cook down a little bit more and to kind of release their juices, and that is going to really help to bring this sauce that I want to create together. And with the butter in there, it's going to really, really be perfect, y'all. So I'm going in with a little bit of seasonings, a little bit of salt, pepper, and a little bit of crushed red pepper. And then y'all, I'm also going in with the garlic. So I use like 3 to 4 cloves of garlic in this thing, and I just used my garlic press to mince it all up finally. And yeah, just added it to the pan, stirred it up for a couple of seconds, and after that, y'all, I'll be back. So y'all, we are almost done. I am adding in a little bit of sugar right here. Yes, a little bit of sugar. And the sugar really just kind of cuts through the acid that comes from the tomatoes and really balances out the flavors. I also went in with a little bit of lemon zest, a little bit of lemon juice right here, fresh squeezed lemon juice as you see. And yeah, y'all, I'm just going to stir it up for another 30 seconds or so. And I turn the heat off at this point, y'all, because the broccoli is pretty much done. It was in the pan for about 5 to 6 minutes tops because I still like the broccoli to have some kind of crunch to it still. So y'all, I have everything plated up, and now I could not resist. I had to dig in, and I had to eat this food, y'all. This sea bass was so good, y'all. This was my first time eating sea bass, but it was my first time actually making it, and y'all, I must say, this really rivaled the restaurant that I ate it at, honestly, y'all. And then, you know, squeeze a little bit of that lemon on there. It really just brings out the natural seafoodiness of the sea bass. Y'all, this dish was so good. You definitely have to give it a try. And just look at how tender that flesh is right there, y'all. I promise y'all, know I wouldn't steer y'all wrong, y'all. All right, y'all. So with that said, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you can let me know down in the comments. You can hit that like button, and you can even subscribe to the channel, y'all, for more videos just like this. All right, y'all. I will see y'all later. And yeah, I'm still eating this stuff. It was that good. All right, y'all. Later.